Good day to you all. Welcome to United Trends TV. It is IKEDINACHUKWU here. And after all my research about that game, after all my analysis about that game against Tottenham, I think these are 5 things we learned after watching that game. Starting with this, I think Rasmus Højlund played very well in that game. He played only one shot. That shot happened to be the shot on target, and it happened to be the goal he scored from only one shot and one shot on target, which I think it is poor, which means that he is receiving low chances. He is receiving low chances, but he was able to convert his only shot in the game to a goal, and also assisted the goal that Marcus Rashford scored. So I think, starting with this positive, Rasmus Højlund played very well against Tottenham. Now, going to the fourth one, I'm just so confused in the decisions of referees. Now, the picture below is the time that Rasmus Højlund, I will not call this rough, he just dragged Rodley a little bit, and it happened to be a penalty as confirmed by the referee. But now look at Udogie dragging Alejandro Garnacho. It wasn't given as a penalty. My stance on this is that these officials should be consistent. If the one against Rodley is a penalty, it automatically means that the one against Alejandro Garnacho should be given as a penalty. Vice versa. So all I just need in this game, in this Premier League, is consistency. Don't change rules depending on games. It is seriously ruining football. In every angle you want to check it. And it's pathetic, because it makes team to lose points, which you already know. Now, going to the 13 we learned watching that game against Tottenham. Manchester United is very good in losing possession, and I'm going to explain this thing mathematically so that you will understand it very well. Now, looking at this stat, we completed a total passes of 313 and lost possession 132 times. Going to Tottenham completed a total passes of 555, which means that they have most of the ball. They dominated us, and the lost possession 131. Now, mathematically, if I should divide that 132 from our own with the total number of passes we completed, you have 0.42, which means that we lost possessions. The possessions we lost in this game is 42%, which literally means that realistically, that if we play 2 passes, we lose one of the pass to the opponent. 42% is nearly close to 50%, which is half. It automatically means that if we completed 2 passes in this game, one of them is lost to the opponent, which means that every 2 passes we play, we lose this one to the opponent. What does this mean? This is poor in every angle. Why, on the other hand, checking Tottenham's own mathematically, their own is 23%, which is not great, but it is low. Look at our own, almost near to 50%, which means we aren't efficient. Very poor. Play 2 passes and lose one to the opponent, giving them chances to score against us. Giving me headache. And I think this is one of the most important thing I need to discuss here. The second thing we learned: cutbacks and set piece. This has been our problem this season. 70 to 75% of the goals we've considered this season came from cutbacks and set piece. The same pattern. A good example of that, as I keep saying, is the 3-1 defeat against Brighton. 3 of those goals came from cutbacks. The 2 goals from Galatasaray came from set piece. This game against Tottenham, one of the goals was set piece. That is the corner kick that Richarlison scored. The other one was a cutback, the pass coming from Timo Werner to Bentancur. So this is, if you want to beat United, like I said before, go and master these 2 things. Be very good in executing and converting your set pieces into goals, and be very good in cutback. Just know that you are going to win United straight ahead. which I think is very poor of us. We should find a way to defend this very well. That's why we are Man United. Going to the last thing, we saw Sir Jim Ratcliffe at Old Trafford, probably for the first time since he acquired his 25% takeover. So, and Eric Ten Hag said this about Jim Ratcliffe. He will have seen a team fighting for each other and trying to get a win. He will have seen 2 great goals. So that is it. He was there seeing things by himself. I hope his 25% minority takeover changes things in this football club. So I think these are the 5 things we learned watching that game against Tottenham. I'm so disappointed with the results altogether, because they are not playing with their key players, and we have some of our injured players back, but we can't simply win against them. It is very poor from Man United.
Now, yo.